Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is April 6, 2022. Let's take a look at top gold stocks. When the market is uncertain, when there is a high volatility, typically folks will look at gold stocks which are safe haven for most part. So what we'll do is we'll look at gold stocks and see what's worth buying. And we'll do a quick market update and then look at the top gold stocks. From a market update perspective, look, we got Fed trying to do balance sheet reduction. They will start selling some of those assets they bought a while ago and start tightening the belt here. So when they sell these bonds and assets, expect a market to come down. So that's what's going on here. And there will be speedy tightening. So when it tightens in a speedy way, market will take a note and market will start going lower. And interest rates will increase US dollar. The moment US dollar increases, it will push the gold price lower. That's why as there is a tightening going on, gold will typically go lower. This is because gold is dominated in US dollars. So as these Fed heads start talking, expect gold to slowly come down. That's what's going on. So as gold comes down, that's a great time to buy some gold and add it to your portfolio. And normally when there is a market volatility and there's a supply demand shortage, those times are really good for gold. So the way I typically do is when the market sells off, when there is interest rate fear as gold coming down, slowly start adding gold to your portfolio. When the market comes higher and when the interest rates are stabilizing, that's when gold will start going higher. You can take some off the table. So that's what you do when there is a real inflation worries and Fed is tightening, gold comes down. That's the great time to start buying some gold and accumulate. All right, so now look at the market here from a market perspective. This is one-day chart from yesterday. Look, market has been tanking. Dow Jones Industrial Average, Nasdaq is a little more steeper, 2.26%, and we've got S&P 500 also a little more steeper, 1.26%. So market is taking the comments from Fed seriously, which they should. That's why all these markets are coming down, especially growth names and companies that are not making money. They're really taking it big time down. Look, futures are pointing downwards. Dow Jones down about 182 on top of yesterday's 280 points down. S&P 500 also down. Nasdaq future is also down, as you can see here. So this is really Fed talking and market listening. It happens all the time. So as our investors like us, we should look at great stocks, especially right now. Start taking a look at gold and slowly accumulating some great gold names. All right, so let's look at fear and greed index. Look, from a fear and greed index perspective, we are in the neutral zone right now, 51, as you can see here. Just a month ago, we were at 17, all the way in extreme fear. So I expect us to go back to at least 20 or 25. So that's when you get great buying opportunities. Because Feds will keep talking. As Feds keep talking, the clock will start ticking backwards here. Pendulum swings back. That's when we can buy some great names. Especially gold is a good one to slowly start buying. All right. Now let's look at broader market here. Look, we got S&P 500. S&P 500 is coming down, as you can see here. Nice downtick. Futures market, it's pointing downwards. And also volume is lower, as you can see here. Same trajectory here. Nasdaq is a little more severe down, as you can see here. And volume is also low. On the balance, volume is low. And similar trajectory in both YM, which is Dow Jones Industrial Average, as well as Russell. Both are pointing downwards in the futures market. All right, so now let's look at a few more areas. Look, bonds is coming down. As Fed is tightening, they will start selling some of these bonds. That's why bond will come down, as you can see here. On the contrary, interest rates are going higher. This will impact these growth stocks and the stocks with a huge debt load, because they will end up paying more interest rate if they did not lock a longer term rate. And if you're a home buyer, a little bit tough luck for you, because you'll end up paying a little more higher mortgage rates. Look, crude oil is also coming down because crude oil also, as the US dollar goes higher, the commodities like crude oil and even gold, they will start taking a notice and they will come down. Look, at this time, gold is in a tight trading range. As you can see here, it might come down slightly. That's why you should start buying gold. Look, all the big guys are buying gold slowly as gold is coming down. That's why on the balance volume is gold is going higher. And similar story in crude oil. Crude oil is stabilizing here on the balance volume perspective. As it comes down a little more, you can buy some. All right. So with that, let's jump in here and look at gold and S&P 500 charts. Look, back in 2020 or late 2019, entire 2019, I would say, Fed has been talking about increasing the rates. That's why, market started tanking. Take a look at 2018, 2019 time frame or 2019, 2020 time frame. Market took down the chin here. And at the same time, look what's going on in the gold market here. Gold came down slightly in 2019, as you can see here. We got slight down in the gold. Look, slight down in the gold, slight down in the gold right here also. When the gold is slightly down, look what's happening to the S&P 500. Gold S&P 500 down drastically. Look, 2018-2019 time frame here, S&P 500 down drastically, and similar time frame here, gold is also down, but gold started going up pretty quickly. So that's when when the Fed is increasing the rates. Back in 2018 November December time frame, Fed increased rates significantly and had some bad language or aggressive language. So both gold and S&P 500 tanked big time, as you can see here. S&P 500 more so, but that was a good buying opportunity in gold. So that's why when the Fed is tightening, that's when you start accumulating the gold, because gold will start going lower. But when the tightening is over, gold will come back with vengeance. Look at this run here. Gold will come back with vengeance. At the same time, S&P 500 was thinking where to go. It went up slowly, whereas gold went up aggressively. That's why it's a good time to slowly start buying gold when there is a tightening news, because gold will come down because it's dominated in US dollars. All right. Now let's look at from an ETF perspective. From an ETF perspective, look, we got gold somewhere here. We got some gold ETFs here. We got IAU. It's a gold ETF trust here. Look, it's coming down off late. I think it might even come down more. So that's a good time to buy some gold as it's coming down. And we got GDX, which is gold miners. And that's also came down yesterday when Fed was talking about increasing the rates and tightening. Look, that also came down. That's why it's a good time to slowly start looking at gold. Even now, I think, GDX, look, RSI is 62 here. And if you look at IAU here, RSI is 51, middle of the RSI is 51 here. So that's why you can slowly start buying. It might even come down a little lower. You can start buying here. All right, so with that, let's jump in and look at some top gold stocks. Let me pull this little to the side here. There you go. All right, so from a top gold stock perspective, we got, the way this is organized is I got here market capitalization. Stock at the top is the highest market cap. Newmont Gold, it's the highest market cap in gold right now. A $64 billion market cap. Look, these guys have got a nice free cash on the balance sheet, $5 billion, and nice free cash flow. And this company has done very nice in last 5 years, 164% performance. And look, yesterday stock tanked. Expect the stock to go down a little lower as Fed talks about tightening and rate hike. So I would slowly start buying a good company like Newmont Gold, which is a positive net margin company. Look, net margin is 10%. You can slowly start buying. And then you got Barrick Gold, which is again a great gold stock. I love this one. And look, it's got 17% net margin, and it's got nice $5 billion, $5.3 billion cash, and $1.9 billion free cash flow. Typically, these companies will take this market downturn as to their advantage and buy some shorter rivals which are cash strapped, because these guys have a lot of cash to buy and they will only emerge stronger. And then you got a few more here. FNV, it's also a good one here. Look, it's $160 and it's done great, 155% as you can see here in last 5 years. So it's also a good one to buy. And keep watching the net margin here. A lot of these companies have got great net margin. And look, one of my favorite is little stock GFI here. GFI has got one of the good net margin, 23%. Has done great in last 5 years. Look, 337%. And look, it's got an overall score of 92, which is a great one to buy here. And we got a few more with the good performance, as you can see here. We got two more right here, AU and RGLD. Both have got around 111% performance, and I like the one with the higher overall score, which is RGLD. You could go after that one too. And look, they got nice net margin here. That's why it's a good one to buy. And we got a few more as we scan through here. I would also take a look at current ratio. We don't want stocks with a very low current ratio. As an example, we got this OR here. Look, current ratio is 0.4. That tells you these guys might be in trouble financially. So that's why you got to be a little bit careful with the lower current ratio names here and be slightly careful here. So with that, also look at the RSI. Many of these names have got a little bit higher RSI, like NEM Gold. So as these come, as the price come down, that's when you can slowly start buying. At this time, slowly start the accumulation process. You will be very happy as market tanks and interest rates start stabilizing. These stocks will go up with a vengeance. I think that's a good way to play the gold market here. And as you scan through here, keep watching the net margin. We got few names here. Royal Gold, nice net margin, and even SSRM. Look, SSRM has got nice 25% net margin, and they've done about 95% in the last 5 years. That's a good performance here. Nice overall rating. And even BTG, look, they've got very good overall rating here. You could buy this little company, $4.85. You could buy this one also here. And we got one more with nice overall rating here, which is let's see here, is it EQX? No, it's the next one here. Yeah, EQX. Look, EQX has got nice 97 overall rating here. Just $8 stock, and it's done about 41% in last 5 years. And right now, free cash flow negative. That's why it's you got to be a little careful. I love free cash flow positive companies, which are the ones you can see here. We got a lot of free cash flow positive companies. I would look at those to begin with. All right, so we got a few more to go here. Look, we got a couple more to go. Keep watching the free cash flow. Only one is free cash flow positive, which is NGD here, $1.77 stock. It seems to be doing pretty okay in the long run, as you see here. So as a trend here, look, whenever there's a free cash flow negative, stocks seem to be doing not so great in longer term. But look, we got NGD free cash flow positive, and stocks seem to be doing very well. That's why market likes the free cash flow companies here. That's why they are basically rewarding them more. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll look at few charts and see what we can do here. So with that, first one is big market cap name, Newmont Gold. Look, stock is doing great. A nice uptick here. Right now it's trying to decide where to go. As Feds keep talking and Feds are tightening and interest rates going higher, expect dollar to strengthen. As dollar strengthen, these stocks like Newmont Gold will come down to a support level. I say maybe $70 or maybe around $70. So that's when you start slowly buying these names here. On the down days, slowly start accumulating. You will do well. On the balance volume is stable. That tells you folks are buying these these dips here and accumulating themselves and bracing themselves for uncertain markets. And look, we got next biggest market cap name, gold, or a Barrick Gold. Stock also came down. It's still in the uptrend here, but stock came down. Expect this also to come to around say $20 or so, maybe $21. It could slowly start accumulating right now. Given folks are buying it, it may not come down too much. Folks are buying it. That's why on the balance volume is going higher. And then you got FNV. FNV, I think this can come down. Look, on the balance volume is going lower. Stock is also lower. That tells you this can come a little more down here. I say this might even come down to, this support level here around 150 or so. You could slowly start buying this. There is a as on the balance volume comes down, that tells you this stock can come down. On the contrary, look, NEM as well as gold on the balance volume is going higher. These are a little more stable stocks or strong stocks, as we say here. And then got AEM, just $62 stock here. This also came down yesterday. Look, on the balance volume is pretty stable here. That's why this one is a good one here to buy as it comes down. And we got few more here. We got WTM. These guys have got silver also, as many of you know. Look, it's in a tight trading range right now. And when this happens, typically stock can come down after all this bad news. That's why expect this also to come down to a good support level, maybe around say 44 or so. You could slowly start buying here. This one also is strong here with on the balance volume going higher. And then you got GF5, which is one of my favorite low price stock here, just $14 as you can see here. And this is also in a tight compression here. Look, nice compression. And this can also come down. Right now it's $14.69. I expect this to come to maybe around $14 or so, or slightly lower. And on the balance volume is slowly trending lower here. So it's a good one to slowly accumulate and go from there. And we got SBSW. This already came down. Look, it took down the chin here, came down big time, and volume is pretty stable here. And this is a good one to slowly accumulate at these levels here. I think you can expect a good bounce here. And then we got AU, again a good gold stock. It's also coming down as you see here. On the balance volume is steady. That tells you folks are buying this one. You could also buy this slowly. Look, RSI is 49. That tells you it's already sold off at these levels here. You could slowly accumulate. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.